Hey y'all, okay, I'm doing this one a little spur of the moment. Just another studio update, see where we are with everything. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is a tree that I'm making for my church. Basically, it's about 9 feet tall and I don't know, 6, 7 feet around. I'll do a quick walk around on it here. I got to carve it, you know. I mean, I'm still doing all the little stuff here. I got a couple different types of foam in there to give it a little more texture, and I got to carve it, and I had to plug up a bunch of little holes so you couldn't see through it. So this is kind of what it is. This is a little knot that actually somebody's going to set on, and it's rigid enough. But here's the back construction on it. Basically, I just took a bunch of lath and just started putting it together and created a framework, and then I put the chicken wire over it, and then I put this actually it's landscape burlap over the top of that, and then after many cans of the Great Stuff foam, which okay, they're not in here, you can't see them, but many cans of that, I was gonna do the regular 2-part expanding foam, which is what this is here and what this is here, but I would have had to lay the thing down, and that was going to be a chore to get it laid down and then pour it on, and then it was dripping through. Even when I did, you know, this foam here, these things here, I got a lot of it that dripped down onto the ground, and I lost a lot of it. So this is a different type of foam here. This is another 4-pound that I use there, and so I just added a little bit of texture with it there. So I got to get it all sculpted up, you know, textured up, and then get it painted, and then actually I have it where you can split it right down the middle here. You really can't see it right now, but it'll do a split right down the middle there. So, because obviously I have this door that I have to get it out of. So I got that I have to get out of that. So anyway, and then this is my Predator costume that I'm working on. You guys have kind of seen this a little bit. Basically what I did is I took this suit that's under here, this undersuit, and I completely covered it with latex, and I covered it with the foam, which is like the memory foam, and then I put other sections of foam on it, and then I sculpted that, and now a buddy of mine out in LA, George, he said that what I need to do is just cover it with this like spandex type material, right? And you just glue it on basically, and you stretch it, and it pulls really tight, and it contours. I just didn't have enough glue here, so I got it pinned, but it contours like you can see in the arm right here, where I've got a divot in the arm. I just didn't want a straight arm because of the way I've got this proportion. Let me see if I can do this side. Yeah, you kind of see it where I got it here. Let me come around this other side here. Okay, I'll zoom in on it a little bit. Okay, you can see I got the divot in the middle, and then it comes down to the point right there with this divot in the middle. Come down to the point to kind of give it that texture and that effect. The forearms I wasn't really worried about because those are going to get gauntlets on them anyway. So those I wasn't too worried about. As well as the bottom of the legs, I'm going to have shin guards down there, and then around the waist area here I'm going to have a belt, you know, with all that. So I wasn't too worried about that. But let me see if I can get him spun around here, and you can see the back. So the back I've got pretty well textured as well. Got the big huge muscles on the back, and then the rear. So like I said, I'm not too worried about the back too much because you got the dreads hanging down that's going to cover most of that anyway. So that's what's going on there. So basically this part is going to be cool. And then this isn't the mask that I'm doing. This is just another one that I'm working on. I had all those Canicolon dreads plugged into that one, but I'm going to be painting this mask. So actually I'm working on it over here, trying to decide which of these, because I got all these different mandibles that I made up. So you've got all these different ones that I might use on here. I might go this way with it, you know, and then put this one on the bottom, something like that. I don't know. I've got all these different ones that I made up here, you know, all that. So that's what I'm working on there. But I got to get this one sprayed up. The other head that I have is, you guys have seen that one, is the Goliath head. And that one, that one's just going to be one of my extra heads that I'll have here. That's from Bobby Kazi. It's a piece he gave me. That is the masterpiece to the one he sculpted for, I want to say it was Hollywood Collectibles. That's the master one, and he gave that to me. He gave me all the stuff to go with it, all the armor and stuff to go in here and all that, and he sculpted me a mouth for it. So that's his. That's another Kazi right there. And then here's my hands that I got. I got these from Monster Room, and they fit my hand way better. I got some from Brad Hutton on the Lair. Let's see if I can find those. Yeah, here they are right here. I got these from Brad on the Lair, but they are just like way too big, and it was just so out of proportion. So what I did is I foam filled these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mold of it, and I already talked with Brad, and he said it's good. I have his permission to do it for my own use, and I'm going to stand them up and make a holder to hold one of my masks in. Now what I'll do is I'll cast them out of resin so I can bend the fingers if I want to. I can heat the fingers up and bend them, but I'm going to use that to hold one of my masks, like, get this one here, kind of show you what I'm talking about. You got those there, and then have it so you can hold. Let me zoom back out. Okay, there you go. And then have it so you can hold a mask in it, something like that. So that's kind of what I'm working on, that. Or a bio, you can have it to hold a bio, something like that. So that's what I'm going to do there. And let's see, what else do I got going on. Oh, I had some extra foam, so I'm trying to use it up and make a foam hammer here. This is a hammer for a client. He actually wanted a steel cable running through, so what I did is I actually embedded steel cables in here, and they're cast in, and then I wrapped it with leather. Now I got to finish the handle off and do the head, finish the head off. This one is resin and metal powder, but it weighs in at about 12.5 pounds. And then that's one of my handles that I've done, so I got to get that one finished up for him. The gauntlet, you guys have seen the gauntlet. Working on that. I've got the eyes for it. I want to get this. I got to get this tree done and out of the way. But what I've done here is I've actually put some rare earth magnets in there to where this kind of locks in like that. So, and then I got to do some back part here and more stuff on that. So you guys have seen that. Trying to think of what else I got going on. Those are the main things right now. But I just wanted to give you guys a little quick update. All right, take it easy.